We're sure you're familiar with this song.
I told you I did.
Well, this is Fontaines D.C., an Irish post-punk modern rock band from Dublin, with frontman Grian Chatton, Tom Call, Carlos O'Connell, Connor Deegan, and Connor Curley also making up the band. They recently dropped their new album Romance, which has been a hit. It's by far their most expansive record yet, with a lot more new ideas and themes in the songs. This may be due to the fact they've signed for a bigger label, so they feel more secure in themselves, and so they're able to test the waters and make new decisions. We think this was done so they could cement themselves in the mainstream and make sure they had a look and a sound. This makes them more unique and different from other bands, allowing them to be recognizable and stand out. And this would prevent them from sounding too samey on each record. It all started in 2014, when Grian and Carlos used to get the same train home from music college where they met the rest of the band. They bonded over their love of poetry and literature, and Grian recently said about Carlos in a Joe Wiley interview.
I had never heard a peer of mine use the word beautiful before I met Carlos, because it was kind of like vulnerable.
From there, the band was formed, and they even released their own poem called Room before their actual singles. Grian always had a love for poetry, as his dad used to offer him football cards if he could recite a full poem. This ingrained poetry into Grian's life, and therefore you can see within the lyrics a lot of poetic language. The band self-released a few singles for a few years until they were picked up by Partisan Records, which then led them to release their debut album, Dogrel, in 2019. Shortly following that, they released A Hero's Death in 2020, and their breakthrough record in 2022, Skinty Fia, which included songs like Jackie Down the Line, I Love You, and Roman Holiday. There is strong Irish influence in their songs and music. The band moved to London just before Skinty Fia was written and released, hence why a lot of it is about longing for Ireland and how they were Irish, but not being in Ireland at that time. The cover art is an Irish elk, which is now an extinct animal from Ireland. They're getting bigger and bigger as they've just done Glastonbury and Reading this summer. And they've also announced a tour which we're going to in June, and we're looking forward to seeing what they do next.